Hello everybody, are you ready for a downer? What is the third leading cause of death in the United States of America? So I say this is a downer because most people think it's cancer, stroke, heart disease, but it's actually medical error. Third leading cause of death in the United States of America. That's why this video is all about being your own best advocate, your own superhero for yourself and your family, making wise decisions about your health so that we get to be healthy, vibrant, live above the horizon. That way we don't have to suffer with aches, pains, discomforts for ourselves, our children, and have to rely on the medical system. It is a beautiful thing when we need it, when there's an emergency, but we do not, we should not rely on it for quality of health. We should rely on it for saving our lives because that's what it's good for. So we teach on a sequence of 3 different things on how to stay as healthy as we possibly can. So the first thing is proactive health. A lot of us know this deep down, but we're not taught it, right? When we go to our doctors or when we watch television, right? It's drug commercial after drug commercial. And so we get imprinted with reactive healthcare. We have a symptom, we take care of the symptom is gone, and now we're healthy. But that is not health. That's not the definition of health. The definition of health is not merely the absence of disease, but mental, physical, and social well-being. And so when that first line of defense is actually being proactive and taking care of ourselves, we do that through the nervous system, right? And then we do that by what we call living the dream. DREAM, diet, rest, exercise, alignment, nervous system care, and state of mind. We take care of these 5 things. We tie into our vitality for ourselves. We teach our family this. We're going to be healthy. We're going to be vibrant. The second line of defense is if we have problems, whether it's chronic, long-term things for our children, whether it's colic or acid reflux or digestion issues, or for ourselves, low back pain or neck pain or headaches or any of these kinds of things, least invasive, most natural first. That should be our first line of defense, because again, if we have a natural healing capability within our body, and that's what chiropractic works with, is the nervous system. And so if we get the nervous system strong and powerful, then we give our natural healing capabilities the best opportunity to do the best it can. When we cut ourselves, it's not the Band-Aid that heals, that helps us heal. It's not the Neosporin, it's our body doing the work, okay? And then the third line of defense, if we have issues, is the medical system. It is our primaries are going to the hospital or what have you, because that will always be there, and they're phenomenal at saving lives. We have the second to none as far as emergency crisis care. That's our medical system, and we're really, really good at that. What we're not good at is quality of life or treating chronic disease, okay? So that's why when we make decisions about our health, we really have to tie into being proactive. And so the sequence is really, really important. And so it's just to illustrate the medical system and where it fits in, let's imagine, so your body is your house, okay? And if your house is on fire, you call it the fire department. If your body is breaking down, right? What happens? You go to you're in a motor vehicle accident, then you go to the hospital. So the doctors, they have 2 tools. They have pills and surgery, right? Medicine and surgery. If your house is on fire, the fire department has 2 tools. They have axes and fire hoses. So that's fantastic, because they're gonna come in, they're gonna wreck your house. They're gonna break through the windows, they're gonna knock down the door, they're gonna soak your house. It's gonna be a mess, but your house will be saved, which is the goal, right? Because then you can rehab it, rebuild it. Same with if you're in a motor vehicle accident or some kind of crisis care, you go to the hospital. Through drugs and surgery, your body's going to be beat up, but it will be able to live for another day so that you can rehab it and rejuvenate it. When your house, though, it's saved, but it's a wreck, you don't call the fire department again to say, all right, my house is a mess, let's clean it up. You call the contractor, you call the people who have the blueprint of your house, that know the ins and out, so they can rejuvenate it and get it as good as new. Same with your body. We shouldn't make the medical system responsible for, okay, they just saved your life, fantastic, now make me healthy. That's not what we're good at right now. I think it should be, but it's not. And the statistics show that. We're almost dead last in quality of healthcare. We spend the most on healthcare, but we have one of the least quality of healthcare statistics. And so it's just not good. And so that's why the decisions that we make to stay out of the hospital, besides crisis care, that's really, really important. And so that's where it falls in line, where first we take care of ourselves, second, if there's something we do, least invasive, most natural first, and then we have emergency medical care if we need it for ourselves and our family. And so just to illustrate the state of health that's going on in the United States of America, usually you think if you have prescription pills, does that mean you're healthy, right? Or you're not healthy. And so the United States of America takes up approximately about 4% of the population, the worldwide population. What percentage of prescription medication do you think that we consume, that we take as a nation? Do you think we take 4%, 10%, 25%, or 50% of the world's drugs and prescription use? We actually take 50% of the worldwide prescription drug consumption, but we only take up 4% of the actual population. And so we are really, again, good at emergency care, but when it comes to managing chronic disease, it's not something that we're stellar at. And so again, these the decisions that we make on a daily basis, it's just massively important for staying out of the chronic care cycle and using our own body's healing capabilities, which starts with the nervous system, guys. If we take care of our nervous system, this is one thing that we're not taught enough, right? We're taught to be reactive. We have a health issue, and so we take care of that issue, that symptom. But if we take care of our nervous system, our brain and our spinal cord, and how it controls and coordinates every cell, organ, tissue in our body, and we take care of that, maintain it and optimize it, we're gonna be healthy and vibrant and able to reach our goals and actually be not just treading water, right? Trying to get through the next day. So with that being said, again, the sequence is so important. And so the nervous system is the most important thing. Just to illustrate how important the nervous system is and how chiropractic affects that, right? Remember, we talked about living the dream, diet, rest, exercise, alignment, state of mind. When we're speaking about alignment, that is the umbrella above everything else. If we do not have nerve supply, if we do not have the brain talking to the rest of the body with clear, coordinated commands going back and forth, then everything else, the food that we consume, it's not going to be absorbed as well. The movement that we do, we're not going to perform as well. We're not going to recover as well. And so the nervous system is the boss. So a single chiropractic adjustment can boost immune system function by how much percent? And when I say immune system function, specifically white blood cell percentage. White blood cells, if you remember the story of the good guys and the bad guys, when you get sick, the bad guys are winning, then the good guys, your white blood cells and your immune system, they kick in. And so the immune system boosts by 50%, 100%, 150, or 200% after a chiropractic adjustment. The answer is 200%, that they have seen through research studies where white blood cells have been boosted through the chiropractic adjustment. That's massive. That's so cool, because it's not just, and there's so much other research out there, guys, right? For ear infections, they've shown 93% decrease in symptoms when kids with chronic ear infections get symptoms. People with chronic pain, 94% better. Asthma, 80% better. Sleep, 64% more restful night's sleep. Colic, 94% improvement. So these statistics, most of these things are chronic things where you go to your primary and you get something that's going to cover up a symptom. But chiropractic, and remember the nervous system component, so that is all about finding the root cause, what's causing these things in the first place, so that we can dial in and actually find out how to get you as healthy as you possibly can be for yourself and your entire family. So remember, nervous system's boss, a chiropractic adjustment has been shown to increase cortex activity, right brain, left brain. The cortex activity boosted by 20% after adjustments. Balance and coordination with athletes and just movement. 80% faster reflex response. These are such amazing statistics because it illustrates how the chiropractic adjustment that's neurologically based affects not just pain, but how your body coordinates and operates. Don't we want that for ourselves? I sure do, for myself and my family for the rest of my life. I want to be as good as I possibly can. And so a lot of people think, all right, well, chiropractic's too expensive. And so amazing results, too expensive, can't afford it. The research actually shows that chiropractic reduces costs up to 50%. So it's been shown to have shorter recovery times, and it's far less expensive than going into the medical system. Guys, it's all about the science, the research, and then the greater paradigm shift of actually thinking we need to be proactive. We need to do it least invasive, most natural first, and then that emergency care will always be there for us if we need it. And so guys, I'm gonna finish off with how we actually find nerve interference in your body. We use very special diagnostic tools. We call them the insight scans, where it's like 3 different perspectives, all looking into the nervous system and seeing if there's stress built up in there. Because if there's stress in the nervous system, we've heard of fight or flight, or freeze, or rest and digest before. If we're cranked over to that fight or flight, our body isn't functioning well. When our body's not functioning well, it raises its hand and says, I have an issue, I have a symptom, I have something going on. So through chiropractic, we're able to relax that body, get it more rest and digest. Your body's hand that says, hey, we have a problem, it gets to go down naturally without any side effects or besides just having more energy and being more optimal. And so through these diagnostics, we're able to measure that, come up with a specific neurologic game plan to allow you to be the best version of yourself. So I hope this video really helps you become your own best self-advocate for yourself and your family, and live by that sequence of 3. The sequence is very important, where again, it's about taking care of ourselves, and then really dialing into not just covering up symptoms, but getting to the root cause. Guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.